Louis Vuitton is currently the most valuable luxury fashion brand in the world, and its CEO, Bernard Arnault, is the second wealthiest person on the planet, with a net worth of approximately $180 billion. Despite its current success, the company's origin story is quite humble. The company's founder was homeless during his teenage years, received no education, and had to sleep in a forest. But wait! Before we dive into today's topic, we have an exciting announcement to make. From today, you can join our fantastic giveaway. To participate, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel, follow us on our brand new social media, and share your favorite content. You can enter as many times as you like to increase your chances of winning great prizes. For all the information, visit the link in the description. We wish good luck to all who participate. Now back to our topic. Louis Vuitton was born in 1821 and grew up on his family's farm in a small French village called Anchet. The family lived without electricity and running water. Louis's father, Xavier, was a miller and farmer, while his mother, Corinne, made hats for extra money. There is no record of Louis receiving any education, and it's believed that he worked full-time on the family farm without learning to read or write. Louis would work from dawn till dusk in the fields to help feed his family. The Vuitton family struggled financially, and things got worse when Louis's mother died when he was only 10 years old. His father quickly remarried, but Louis's new stepmother was controlling and manipulative towards him, and he constantly fought with her. When he was 13, he ran away from home and planned to go to Paris. Paris was 225 miles away, and Louis had no money or food, so he had to walk along dirt roads. Most nights, he slept in the woods with an empty stomach and just a cloak to keep him warm. Whenever he came across a new village, he would do odd jobs in exchange for food or coins. However, there was never enough money for housing, so he continued to sleep in the woods or wherever he could find shelter. Through these odd jobs, Louis was able to learn various skills from craftsmen, and he learned how to work with metal, stone, fabric, and wood. But travel was slow, and it took him 3 years to reach Paris. Once he arrived, he found work as an apprentice boxmaker and packer, making custom-sized boxes for clients, as well as packing and unpacking them for clients' trips. This job allowed him to meet many people from the upper class who were looking for custom-made luggage for their travels. Louis worked at the boxmaking company for several years, learning the craft and working hard. In 1851, the Empress of France became one of his customers and took notice of his fine craftsmanship. She appointed him as her personal boxmaker and packer. For most boxmakers, this would have been the pinnacle of their career, but Louis Vuitton had bigger plans. After getting married at 33, he used his savings to start his own boxmaking workshop in Paris. Louis noticed a major flaw in the luggage of the day. All the boxes were made of leather and had rounded dome-shaped tops so that rain would roll off them. The problem was that they could not be stacked, so packers had to carry them one by one. Louis experimented with different materials and found that canvas was lighter, more durable, and more water-resistant, which allowed trunks to have flat tops. This made packing more efficient, as it was now possible to stack them and pack multiple trunks at once, and they were also more compact. Louis's new suitcase design heralded the dawn of modern-day luggage. Louis had already established his professional reputation and connections in the upper class, so when he launched his new line of luggage, it was an instant success. Within 2 years, the suitcases became an elegant and must-have accessory among the wealthy, becoming a status symbol. He even created a catalog so that customers could browse and order products to be made and sent to their homes. In 1859, Louis Vuitton had generated enough profit to enlist a group of skilled craftsmen to support his orders. He established a new workshop outside Paris and hired 20 employees. The increase in rail and boat travel resulted in a surge of potential customers. Travel was no longer exclusive to the affluent class, and people from all walks of life needed high-quality luggage. While it appeared that Louis had achieved success and would continue to do so, the country was on the brink of war, and tragedy was looming. In 1870, the Franco-Prussian War broke out when Louis was 49. He was forced to flee his home and live in a cramped shelter with thousands of other war refugees. Food supplies were scarce, and he feared for his life. After returning to his shop in 1871, Louis discovered that everything had been destroyed, and he had lost everything he had worked so hard for. However, instead of giving up, he decided to rebuild the business with his savings and vowed that it would be better than ever. Due to the war, numerous vacant shops were available for rent throughout the city, and Louis took advantage of this by opening his new shop in a much more opulent location in Paris, which was conveniently situated next to the railway station and the Grand Hotel. This made it easier for travelers to find the Louis Vuitton store when they needed new luggage. Louis designed new luggage made of beige canvas with stripes in 1872, which quickly gained popularity due to its modern style. Many brands attempted to copy the design, but Louis Vuitton's luggage was of superior quality, and customers preferred it. Louis worked at his new Paris shop until his death at the age of 70. His son Georges inherited the family business and expanded the brand globally, including opening a famous store in London. As Louis Vuitton luggage became more popular, many counterfeiters began to emerge. In 1896, Georges Vuitton introduced the iconic LV monogram, which was his father's initials, to make it more challenging to replicate the brand. He also invented a new lock for the trunks, which made them impossible to pick. The company had 100 workers by 1900, and they received extensive training for up to 2 years before being trusted to create one of the products independently. Coco Chanel's 1925 commission of a small, dome-shaped handbag marked the beginning of Louis Vuitton's expansion into a new product line. Initially, the bag was made for Chanel only, but it became so successful that it was mass-produced and named the Alma. Louis Vuitton began producing additional small leather bags such as the Keepel, Speedy, and Noe. Before Louis Vuitton, handbags were bulky and inelegant, but the company played a crucial role in making them fashionable. Georges Vuitton passed away in 1936 and the reins of the company were taken over by his son Gaston Louis. Unfortunately, Gaston was dealt a difficult hand as France was heading towards war. In World War II, the Louis Vuitton factory was forced to shut down and contracts were cancelled, leaving the company struggling to survive. To save the business, Gaston Vuitton was forced to collaborate with Nazi Germany. When Gaston passed away in 1970, the management of the company was taken over by his son-in-law Henry Rackemeyer, marking the 4th generation of the family. Unlike his predecessors, Henry had prior business experience, which he leveraged to transform the family-owned business into the massive corporation it is today. He shifted the business model from wholesale to retail and expanded into many other countries, including Japan. Over the course of 6 years, the sales went from $20 million to $260 million. In 1984, he took the company public and sold out 1 million shares, valued at $63.63 each. Henry also made the decision to combine Louis Vuitton with luxury drinks company Moet Hennessy, forming a new conglomerate called LVMH. However, after the merger, Henry had a falling out with the president of Moet Hennessy and sought the help of a successful property developer named Bernard Arnault. Unfortunately, this move backfired as Bernard secretly bought 43% of the shares of Louis Vuitton and gained more power in LVMH with support from the Moet and Hennessy families. Henry took Bernard to court, but ultimately the courts sided with Bernard. After Bernard's takeover, sales of Louis Vuitton began to decline and the brand received less media coverage. Their unique takes on the iconic LV monogram logo resulted in the creation of products that customers had never seen before and sales began to climb once again. Bernard's investment in Louis Vuitton paid off in a massive way, as he is now the CEO of LVMH and the richest man in the world with a net worth of over $180 billion as of 2021. The company's history may be controversial, but it has undoubtedly played a significant role in the world of fashion and luxury goods. Louis Vuitton has continued to expand its brand, attracting a younger audience with new and colorful styles. In 1997, Marc Jacobs became the creative director, designing the first ready-to-wear line and creating the monogram vernis line of handbags. However, he eventually left to start his own clothing and accessories line. Louis Vuitton has a legal team that searches for copyright infringement and sues anyone who copies its brand logo, including Google. The brand has also collaborated with Supreme, a move that widened its demographic, but it initially sued Supreme for copying its logo before realizing the potential profits of the partnership. Some people question whether Louis Vuitton's high prices are justified, while others believe that the quality of the products justifies the cost. Regardless, Louis Vuitton is still going strong after 168 years in business, and its popularity shows no sign of waning. In conclusion, Bernard Arnault's leadership has made LVMH one of the most luxurious companies in the world, and Louis Vuitton is the flagship brand. Despite facing several issues, Louis Vuitton remains popular among consumers and is valued at $39 billion. Whether or not the high prices are justified is a matter of debate, but there is no denying that Louis Vuitton continues to be a sought-after brand. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this.